Hi, this is Mia. Get real. They denied my son a room to pay for the room. They kept saying we have a $550 penalty every month, and I can't afford the rent. They said, oh, he's had this issue for 12 years. He's almost 18. You can find space. And it's like, you already live in a 3-bedroom. But it's an accommodation, and I'm thinking I'm going to ask for a hearing. I'm It's 7 o'clock, and I was like dating someone for the first time, and now it's like Valentine's Day, and I have nothing. And I went to a dentist to get my teeth cleaned, and I went to get a massage 30 minutes on my feet and 60 minutes on my body. And then I went to meet my coworker for tea because we both took the day off, and I'm like staring at my phone. It's like 7 o'clock. It's too late for anyone to hang out. It's not really, but it's not like if I even met somebody once or twice online dating, and they said that they weren't doing anything else for Valentine's Day, I would be like totally down to go out. If you're not a couple, you know. So I feel really bad. I feel like you could say that you're not a couple, but you're still friends. And I missed my whole day's pay and spent money on a massage because we got in an argument about not wanting to commit, and all this went back to my mind on Wednesday yesterday at the end of work. It all went through my mind that I'm not good enough for him, and my ex-husband was trying to tell me that I wasn't good enough for anybody, and I'm separating all of these like weird coins that aren't coins, and a lot of these. So it's Valentine's night, and I'm all alone. And I'm with my kids, so I would have fixed my daughter's car and um, cleaned the house and do all this stuff. And I just did the massage, had herbal tea with cloves. I'm kind of numb. And afterwards, I went to my meeting. So basically, I made a dentist appointment for today just because I canceled last week's to open 2 weeks ago, and I am. This is so sad. It's like, if one person doesn't want to do something and the other person does, it's like, why can't you compromise? But someone's right outside my door. Like, as a woman, it's like, what if you just told me that you're not going to be committed, but that we could still do something? So, I was trying to record all the way home. I'm gonna see when this night meeting is. I don't really want to go to it, but I wanted to move my bed over here and get rid of that shelf, but all those books would have to go. And all these plastic containers, like, here's an old Valentine's card from my friend. Thank you. I'm gonna send her a happy Valentine's Day. I'm just gonna search it out. I have 2 phone numbers. All number change. Let me look at the contacts. The thing is, she was actually kind of a good friend, and I don't know what. I know what happens sometimes. Sometimes it's because I'm not on Facebook. My friend Ben is asleep. I'm gonna send him a text. I'm gonna send my friend. It's like really late at night. I'm gonna just text this guy and ask if he wants to hang out sometime. I just gotta know. Do you want to hang out sometime this weekend? Question mark. So why just wait? Why not ask? The worst that I could hear would be, no, I don't like you. Leave me alone. Or that I found somebody else. You ever think about your pretty friends and you're like, go see them at work with a guy and I'll be like, oh my god, I don't like you, your friend is hot. You ever feel like that? That stuff happened to me with my ex. So that's all. If I'm sitting here pondering, I don't think I have enough quarters. I need more tissue. And I need to drink water. I really need to drink water because I had a massage and they gave me a bottle. I didn't even touch it. So I knew I was good driving through rush hour traffic on a holiday. Did I send Alana? Yeah, I did. I so love this guy. I love him. I am a mess. Pain. I'm so in love. He's gonna text me again tomorrow morning. I hope that he's not. I hope he's not dating someone else. I don't know why we can't hang out tonight. Dang, it's still early. I'm so crazy right now. Tomorrow morning, Ella's gonna do something. I was gonna clean my house by yesterday and invite him over today to like watch a movie or something. And my house is such a mess. So it's like, so I took all these. Oh, I have my heart ring. I'm so in love. You guys, I am a mess. Okay, I have the book, The Art of Living. Let's read a page. I had pulled all this change out of my drawer in the bathroom, so you know how that is. You pull the drawer open, you're just like, and it's just like about to fly. When my daughter was a toddler, or she was still a baby when my son was born, so I had to switch kids, and we had, she wasn't that heavy. She had to have been more than 8 pounds, though. So I just carried her, and then my baby was born, and I'm just like, whoa! I was like, good thing you're a boy, whoa! You see, carrying the toddlers, you kind of got to get the momentum. I'm not a big person, and they're big, like, lanky. I'm so happy I'm going to do something tomorrow. But I don't know. Like I said, I still don't know. This one looks like copper. I still don't know what's going to happen between us. I really like him, and it's like, I wonder, that smells so good in here. I wonder if sometimes I, wait. It's like you wait for somebody to say something, and then you're like, why don't you just ask them? Did I text Ben? I asked about this weekend. And if the person I'm talking about is watching this video, I'm going to be quiet about who you are. But I'm like, sharing my experience, strength, and hope. Thanks for your suggestions. Alright, so, I thought I already started reading this. This is from. I started reading my language thinking of The Art of Loving, page. This is not a page. I thought I read this already. Page 1. So chapter 1 is is love and art. Is love and art, then it requires knowledge and effort, or is love a pleasant sensation, which experience is a matter of chance, something one falls into if one is lucky. This little book is based on the former premise. Well, undoubtedly, the majority of people today believe in the latter. Not that people think that love is not important, they are starved for it. They watch endless numbers of films about happy and unhappy love stories. Or listen to hundreds of trashy songs about love. Yet hardly anyone thinks that there's anything that needs to be learned about love. This peculiar attitude is based on several premises, which either singly or combined tend to uphold it. Most people see the problem of love primarily as that of being loved, rather than that of loving, of one's capacity to love. Hence, the problem to them is how to be loved, how to be lovable. In pursuit of this aim, they follow several paths. One, which is especially used by men, is to be successful, to be powerful, and rich. A social margin of one's position from it. Another use, especially by women, is to make oneself attractive. You guys, I put makeup on only to make it look like I'm not a man, because I get called Sarah that. I used to be called Sir a lot. God, whatever my kid made smells so good. She made chicken rangoons. So I have these are all the almonds I have left. But I actually have more almonds, but they're in the shell. And, what if I did that bad thing today? Sometimes you don't want to wait. I don't know if it's with friends. It would be easier. Oh, let's wait and see if my friends can call and do something. Oh, I'm waiting by the phone or Facebook message. No one's talking to me. Oh no, everyone went out without me. I just forgot to include you in the messages. Ask them. I don't have a group of friends. I'm gonna make my friend a anniversary gift and a card. I'm gonna make a Lego card. I don't think you can. Can you sell Legos on eBay? I can make them a Lego card. It's oh my god, there's only one lady and she's wearing a bikini. I want to make them a Lego card. Sheesh, why don't I think of this before? I should have made all of my cards all these years out of Lego. I was gonna sell these. These are cool though. Alright, so from now on, let's see how many stickers we have. There's only one lady. That's a lady. Oh, a snowboarder. I was gonna make her the lady with the skirt. I'm gonna make her the snowboarder and make him the rock and roll. Or the guy with the lightsaber. Is that a lightsaber? I am so distracted. Let's finish reading. I just want to know if there's more stickers weirding me out. I think this doctor is a lady too. Oh yeah, I got distracted about attractive. I wear flowers a lot, by the way. I love flowers, and I love glitter, and I did makeup. I do makeup. I don't do so much about the feminine, looking like I'm not a dude. Dudes frequently wear makeup around here and wear kilts, and that's different. But there's people that are trans or gender fluid, that wear that kind of stuff, and I'm um, I'm wearing makeup usually to keep from looking as tired as I really am. That's pretty much why I do that. To make oneself attractive by cultivating one's body, dress, etc. Other ways of making oneself attractive, used both by men and women, are to develop pleasant manners. Interesting conversation. To be helpful, modest, inoffensive. Many other ways to make oneself lovable are the same as those used to make oneself successful. To win friends and influence people, as a matter of fact, what most people in our culture mean by being lovable is essentially a mixture between popular and having sex with people. A second premise behind that, the attitude that there is nothing to be learned about love, is the assumption that the problem of love is the problem of an object, not the problem of faculty. People think that to love is simple, but that to find the right object to love or to be loved by is difficult. This ring, I don't know why it's so big. Sometimes it fits, sometimes it doesn't. I have it on. It's gonna fly off if I go like this. I had it on the work the other day. I think I can wear it on my thumb, but I don't want to put it on my thumb. People think that to love is simple. I'm on page 2. But that to find the right object to love or to be loved by is difficult. This attitude has several reasons rooted in the development of modern society. One reason is the great change which occurred in the 20th century with respect to the choice of a love object. In Victorian age, as in many traditional cultures, love was mostly not a spontaneous personal experience, which then might lead to marriage. Okay. Okay, I think I said mostly not. Okay. On the contrary, marriage was contracted by convention, either by the respective families or by a marriage broker with the help. Hold on. I'm looking for that word, marriage broker. Oh, there it is. Or without the help of such intermediaries. It was concluded on the basis of social considerations, and love was supposed to develop once the marriage had been concluded. So that's what I think sometimes. Thinking about people that it's like either marriage or convenience and old love stories, or um, the DVDs I have, like I don't know, kind of semi Hallmark Channel kind of love stories and marriage or convenience. Oh, the Vince. Oh my goodness. Like, I mean, obviously arranged marriages, but kind of like imagining you're out in a small town and you have a few new families that move in, a few old families. I would think to mix someone from an old family with a new family, and to um, like think sometimes with harsh weather. Like I'm thinking like Nebraska. I don't know the weather in Nebraska, but like there's tornadoes, storms, and water storm, monsoon. No, not monsoons. Water storm, thunderstorm. Crops need to be planted, frozen. Try to keep from having disease. So I can imagine somebody like what if I was back then? I always think pioneer. Like I would be. I don't want to go back in time because I'm black, but living um in the wild wild west, everything west of New England or of the East Coast, and like the 13 continents, the continental colony. What do they call the colony? 13 colonies. I'm tired. I need somebody to marry, and people say they're not living past 35 or 55, whatever. Who cares? Say I'm 14. I meet somebody at the local church, someone's barn. He's cute. He thinks I'm cute. We hang out. We go fishing. We're still kids. We play. Then we get close one day and laugh and tickle as he throws a frog down my back of my dress. And then we start rolling around the grass because I'm like, oh yeah, dude, you can. And then we would go. I should put this in part of my story. Then we would go into hang out, and the siblings would be like, such hanging out, such hanging out. And then you would go into like but I swear tomorrow morning is a long time to wait and think about what someone's gonna do. Anyways, it's only 7:30. Come on, like I'm usually working until like 1 a.m. No, I should keep that in mind when I think about moving furniture. Although with the massage, I believe I should rest. Everyone would say, which Chinese acupuncture say, rest, drink plenty of water, do sauna, be hot, sweat it out. Might put some garlic in that. Actually, I think I will. I'm out of my other food too. It's all gone. I have cow in the fridge. Go out, get married, build us a house, build our own crops, have babies. Now the next generation starting. Teach them the ways of the world. And continue to procreate and build a population of city. Teach skill sewing. The kids farming, gardening. I think a guy out on the farm with the animals and the woman closer to the kitchen door with the tomato plants and the herbs right in the backyard garden with the fence to keep the animals out, keep the deer out, and bringing out pastries on a hot day Imagine all those times before bug spray and stuff. Like, I don't really use it, but pesticides and all that. And then, it's like, someone gets sick, or this happens, or someone has to travel, or someone builds up a store, or something like that, or people have to go hunting, or there's a war, all the stuff you go through. First of all, this couple now spreading strength, building the next generation, and the sustenance of the family is that garden and that farm, and that the kids at a young age would be doing everything, maybe even sewing, boys and girls, and then all different ages, doing the chicken eggs, getting the chicken eggs, and getting the, um, milk from the cows, or the millions of sheep cheese. What if as a raw foodist, what if I had a farm and I was self-sufficient and I wasn't able to get all these bags of nuts that cost $3.50 at least each? Would I um would I eat raw sheep milk or goat milk cheese? Or even cow milk cheese for that matter. Would I drink raw goat milk again? I might. I don't know if my body would digest. I might. Like, self-sufficient to get protein. And then if I'm kind of old-fashioned, sometimes like a new woman could put on some overalls and go out to the field. She's in the kitchen nursing, and there's a pot of soup with a bunch of spices, and that helps keep everyone's system clean. If you got like bones and stuff in there, that bone broth, you have that building up your bodies and building up your immunity. And also socializing, where you have people coming over to each other's house, and the kids get to play, and the men get to talk about whatever. And if there's a goat or a coyote or raccoons eating up your livestock, then the guys can go out, or the women, whoever, not gender specific, and take care of that situation. So, I think that it could be a symbiotic relationship, and a power couple. Someone has a husband, they got their hair, nails done, they got nice clothes, drive a fancy car, working any job. You'd be like, oh, she's well taken care of. Let's take care of her also. She comes in well taken care of. Imagine me going in a place. God. And then, the man has someone in his convertible who has their hair done, nails done, looking good. And he's going to maintain this status because they're a power couple. And going to work events like, oh man, you got me, look at your wife. Or whoever gender specific. And oh god. You need more money to take care of this one. You're going to have kids come along and be power kids. Alright, back to the story, page 2. I'm towards the bottom. I'm going to start here because I don't know where I was. On the contrary, marriage was contracted by convention, either by the respective families or by a marriage broker, or without the help of such an intermediary was concluded on the base social consideration. Love was supposed to develop once a marriage had been concluded. In the last few generations, the concept of romantic love has become almost universal in the Western world. In the United States, while considerations of a conventional nature are not entirely absent, to a vast extent, people are in search of romantic love, the personal experience of love, which then should lead to marriage. This new concept of freedom and love must have greatly enhanced the importance of the object as against the importance of the function. I wonder if they also mean object as like a person. I was thinking like teddy bears. I was thinking like, are they talking about sex toys? I was confused. As against the parts of the function. Closely related to this factor, and they have object and function in wavy. Oh my god. I'm like totally turned grounded all of a sudden. Like, I totally just became grounded. And I had a reality check, and I realized I drank tea, drove around town, did all this stuff. I freaking do feel like I'm in a cyber world. I feel like I'm in a cyber world. That's where I was going to keep talking and be like, I'm supposed to be reading. I was going to jump that story to my fiction novel and make it a marriage like that, one I just said, and or a love story, but it's going to be primitive in where the families live, but it's going to be a cyber world, like a cyberpunk world where things are computers and hacking and stuff like that. Anyways, my mood changes a lot when I chat with certain people. Closely related to this factor is another feature characteristic of contemporary culture. On whole, culture is based on the appetite for buying, on the idea of mutually favorable exchange. Oh, this guy wrote. Oh, he has the Zen Buddhism and psychoanalysis. He wrote Dogma of Christ, Beyond the Exchange of Illusion, Marxist Concept of Man. You know, I just want to make sure you know, 'cause I'm not trying to steal this guy's copyright, 1956. Harper and Row and Inc. Oh, first published, and then Harper Perennial Modern Classics. The Art of Loving by Erich Fromm, introduction by Peter D. Kramer. And there's a P.S. biographical offered by Rainer Funk, translated by Marion Hollisner Pock. And on the whole, culture is based on object for buying, on the idea of mutual favorable exchange. Modern man's happiness consists of the thrill of looking in the shop windows and in buying all that he can afford to buy, either for cash or for installments. He or she looks at people in a similar way. For the man, an attractive girl, and for the woman, an attractive man, all the prizes they are after. Attractive usually means a nice package of qualities which are popular and sought after on the personality market. What specifically makes a person attractive depends on the fashion of the time. Oh shoot, I gotta finish this. I gotta find the real hole punch. That should have been up here. It's probably in the closet. Physically as well as mentally. During the 20s, a drinking and smoking girl, tough and sexy, was attractive. I always think of the flapper. I think my grandmother was born, or my other, she was born, well, I was thinking of my grandmother from Virginia. Some of her pictures remind me kind of like a little flapper girl. And I do have her cigarette case, but she also had died, I think, of cancer. I don't know what kind. Tough and sexy was attracted to either fashion demands more domesticity and coyness. Alright. I told you 1956, okay? At the end of the beginning of the century, a man had to be aggressive and ambitious. Today, he has to be social and tolerant in order to be an attractive package. At any rate, this sense of falling in love develops usually only with regard to such human commodities as are within reach of one's own possibilities for exchange. I am out for a bargain. The object should be desirable from the standpoint of its social value, and at the same time should want me considering my overt and hidden assets and potentialities. Two persons thus fall in love when they feel they have found the best object available on the market, considering the limitations of their own exchange values. Often, this is page 3, end of page 3. Often, as in buying real estate, the hidden potentialities which can be developed play a considerable role in this bargain. In a culture in which the market orientation prevails, in which material success is outstanding value, there is little reason to be surprised that human love relations follow the same pattern of exchange which governs the commodity and labor market. So, that's the top of page 4. I don't want to take their copyright material. I am reading this as a book review, and I probably, that's just the first couple of pages. There's a big afterword here, and I'm a little bit concerned because it's like, It's like really long and the type seems smaller. I'm like, oh god, something about tuberculosis. I don't want to steal somebody's copyright material. All I'm trying to do is tell you guys, like I should read it and tell you what I learned from each chapter instead. But I wanted to calm myself down because I'm struggling here and I got very little sleep and I did all those things and my throat was hurting. I was like, why does my throat hurt so badly? It didn't hurt this bad earlier. Ooh, I gotta show my daughter this. I hope she's not jealous. I showed you guys this morning. I didn't unveil the Doc Martin purse, but I'm gonna carry this in my laptop bag from now on.